What's up, everybody? Mike here, and welcome back to another build guide video on Elden Ring. I haven't done one of these in a while, and this is sort of an evolved form of my first playthrough build, in a sense. I did a sort of made samurai build with that first playthrough, but this now has been changed up quite a bit, and this is my soul samurai theme build. So let's get into the stats first, as I like to do. I hit the wrong button. All right, so as I usually do, it's a level 150 build. You can do this on New Game as well as New Game Plus. I feel like 150 is still a good level to be at if you want to stay at that, but if you want to go beyond that, that's okay. Up to you. But I have Vigor at 50, Mind at 30, Endurance at 20, because of Vigor, of course, for the health, Mind a minimum of 30 for our FP, and we can pull off our casting. Endurance, you'll need a lot, but you'll be fine with this as far as for your stamina. Strength, you need a minimum of 18, I believe, for the weapon we're using. Dexterity is at 50. Intelligence at 50. Now, there's a certain item that actually helps get my dexterity to 50. You actually want to get it to 45. And then the item adds 5 more points into that. Now, if you go beyond level 150 with this build, then you want to focus primarily on intelligence. I'll say get that to 60 and upscale your dexterity as well, too. Faith and arcane, you just leave alone. Don't mess with them. All right, and then let's go into the sorceries I'm using. So I got Great Blade Phalanx. Very good. You can use it to help stun enemies, but it's just really fun to use in general. Very strong. We got Scholar's Armament, which adds magic damage to your weapon. Very fun to use. Freezing Mist is a good tool to use in terms of sorcery early on, like in a fight or even a boss fight, to kind of put that frost damage on your boss or enemy. Terra Magica is good to use early on in a fight if you're trying to just do extra magical damage. You cannot always pull Saltos. It does take some time to sort of set up, but when you can, do it. And then you can't always stay in it, but if you can stay for a little bit and do some extra damage with it, it's beneficial. Stars of Ruin, you can use here. Fun to use for the theme. You can now, like, you don't have to use this. You can use any of the magic you want, but this is the magic sorceries I want to go with for this build. Now, if you wanted to instead, you got your intelligence to 60. I would suggest then going to Finding Ring of Stars. Use that, since that's intelligence requirement of 52. But for now, I'm using Stars of Ruin. And if for some good long range, we need to use long range, Loretta's Great Bow is a great addition to this. Adding to the frost idea here, I decided to add Glintstone Ice Crack. Just fun to use from time to time. If you're going to be a little stealthy and sneaky, Unseen Form is good for stealth moments. And just to kind of get a little bit unga bunga or just wacky a bit, I like the Gavel of Haima. Very fun to use. It's actually, I think it's been buffed too, because the timing of it seems like it doesn't take a long time to cast. It does a decent amount of damage as well in combat. Now, for our equipment, I'm using the King Nagakiba, and I decided to add Double Slash as the War of Ashes ability on it. And then I got Academy Glintstone Staff maxed out, which is pretty much a really good staff for this build. There might be a better one. I forget the name of it, but for this build, it works really well and scales great with our stats. Armor-wise, you can kind of choose whatever, but I just went with the black knife, and then Raptor's black feathers for the chest piece. Not too bad. Kind of goes with the theme. And then for talismans, I got Flux Canvas Talisman, great raises potency of incantations. And then Magic Scorpion Charm raises magic attack. And Millicent's Prosthesis, which boosts dexterity, raises attack power with successive attacks, but also that's where we get our 5+ for dexterity. And then to sort of help mitigate some of the damage we take, got Dragon's Crest Great Shield Talisman in here. And as far as this, you can kind of just customize this how you want to. But yeah, that is pretty much the equipment you would use for this and the stats. So let's show this in action next. Okay, here we go. We got him. Let's go ahead and try some Freezing Mist. Weapon skill going here. Take care of him with that. Oh, let's try the hammer. Let's try the hammer. As you can see, decimates. Just decimates. In terms of these normal enemies. This is a, late game type of area too. Go show these off. And then Scholar's Armament I have not shown off yet. How dare you? Let's go ahead and showcase a boss fight as well. Here we are. Get an Erd tree. I messed up there. But you see we got the frost damage already on him. Back off. I did not mean to get hit by that. Get a taste of my hammer. As you see, look at the damage here. It's great. And then with my flask, I even do even more damage. As you'll see here in a bit. Scholar's Armament. Finish this out. Defeated. This build is insanely good and fun to use, as you can see here. Hope you enjoyed that. And if you did like it, drop a like, subscribe, and give your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that bell for notifications if you're new here as well. This is a lot of fun to use, and I got more builds coming to you in the future here because I just love this game that much.